Oh, God. Okay. Lewiston, New York is the location of our next story. Now,
right.
get this. Lewiston is in western New York. Western New York, New York State. Now, police in western New York said 2 Canadian men attended a church festival this past weekend,
Okay.
and they wound up in the woods.
Okay.
I did that for a dramatic pause.
Yeah.
They wound up in the woods drunk,
Wait.
naked,
Oh.
and, I'm not done, covered in mud. That's right. State police said troopers found a 22-year-old man from Hamilton, Ontario, which is in Canada, sitting along a road in the town of Lewiston, just outside Niagara Falls, around 5:45 a.m. Sunday, which is really,
Gotcha.
really early.
Yeah.
This church festival must have been off the hook if you're
What?
out at 5:45 a.m.
Yeah,
Sunday,
some
because
revival that started at night and kept going.
exactly. I don't know what this is about. Troopers said he was caked in mud. After
Whoa.
questioning him, troopers found a 23-year-old man from Hamilton, covered in mud, and passed out in a ditch nearby.
And passed out.
And he was passed out, so he couldn't make it to the curb.
Wow.
Now,
what denomination is
exactly.
this?
I was about to say, they're from Canada. I don't know what's going on up in Canada. Love everybody. Very international here, but I just want to let everybody know, in America, typically, when we go to church, we leave fully clothed.
Yeah.
Now, maybe our wallets are a little bit lighter. Everybody has to give their 10% to the offering, but we usually leave in the same state that we went in. With.
Funny.
Actually, we might be a little uplifted when we go to church here in America,
Yeah.
but very rarely. Now, again, you know my number. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you praise the gospel in any other way, and I'm saying churches, synagogues. We just were talking to Frank. Everybody, temple, whatever it may be. When we typically honor somebody, we don't leave nude, caked in mud, and find the nearest ditch. Exactly. So, well, you know what? I know those Scientologists are a little wacky. Maybe that's what Tom Cruise and his gang's doing. But other than that,
did anybody lay hands on anybody in this forest of ill repute after the church?
I have no idea.
I'm like, what?
I have no idea what happened in this forest of ill repute.
Did anyone get a blessing?
We are going to have
bushes?
to check in. If these gentlemen got a blessing, I have a feeling they probably don't remember. I've had really wild nights in my past, but I can't say that I have ended up in a ditch drunk and naked. Been in a ditch,
Covered
but not
in mud.
drunk and naked. And covered in mud. Exactly. I've been
yeah.
in a ditch drunk, but not covered in mud and naked.
After leaving church.
That's too much information for me.
Too
You know what?
much.
Let me just stop here. What they needed is some of this. Let's do this.
Kaine's Words of Wisdom.
Don't tell me that I'm not going to get drunk and covered in naked and covered in mud.
It's funny because this has
Okay.
something to do with church too, or faith. Anyway, in order to have faith in one's path, you don't go down a ditch. No, I'm sorry. In order to have faith in one's path, a warrior does not need to prove that someone else's path is wrong. So sort of like we talked about with Frank, figure out what's going on with yourself, get going down your own road. You don't have to point fingers at other people to figure out what's right for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And that really does kind of point to what Frank was talking about. Looking for purpose and self and others can lead you down a very dark and dangerous road many times. You must find solace and comfort in you, what you have, your own personal path.
That's right.
And then that path is going to turn into a huge highway, which is
ditch.
going to take you wherever you want to go. You're going to see ditches on the side maybe, but you're not going to get drunk and fall into them naked and covered in mud. You're going to pass it by and get to your destination.
With a goat in your trunk.
Exactly.
There you go.
Speaking of destinations, I got to get home. I know you got to get out of here.
Do it.
We are back on Friday.
That's
the
right.
Scenesters are here again on Friday. Yes, looking forward to that. Got to hear what they have for us this week. I'm Little Learn.
I'm Kaine.
And this is Unfiltered. Be here again Friday.